Hello and welcome to the first of and probably last episode of Graps, a new giving us a try of podcasting hangouts about WWE and Lucha and NXT and everything else. With me tonight is Grant and Junaid. How you doing, lads?
How do you? Very well.
First off, let's start with Fastlane. What were your thoughts of the final the go home pay per view for WrestleMania?
Probably from an in-ring perspective, it was pretty good. Storyline-wise, though, I don't think it did anything that shocked people, really. Probably the most shocking thing was Bray not getting involved with Brock.
Or Bray losing.
Yes.
That's just made no sense. Junaid?
Yeah, same. It was pretty decent overall, but I don't understand what they do with the White family at all. Like,
No. So, what was your match of the night of all the ones? I can't remember what there was, but
Probably Brie versus Charlotte. Probably have to go with AJ and Jericho.
yeah, AJ Jericho or Styles.
yeah, I thought the main event was quite good, if a bit abrupt how it ended. I think Ambrose and Lesnar in the ring together is a lot of fun.
Yeah. When I saw the bit before Raw of Ambrose getting attacked by Brock in the parking lot, I thought that is definitely how you should build someone like Ambrose.
Yeah.
Show that he is crazy as they book him to be. I think that's the kind of guy that you can sort of, I don't know, use Brock properly to put over that kind of character.
Yeah, definitely. And also, to probably sneak someone else in the building while all that was going on, but we'll get to that in a bit. Do you think with the New Day segment that they're not trying to turn them face, are they? Sure.
I think they are in a way because crowds just started chanting New Day rocks now.
Yeah, but the crowds have been like that for months.
It's heating up, but against the League of Nations who are utter crap.
Yeah, I mean if Enzo and Cass eventually do come up and they're still champs, they'll be like the Big Show and they'll be changing back and forth all the time.
I think it's probably classic WWE. When something gets hot, they invariably ruin it by taking away what it was that made that person or group so unique. But I think New Day can work as a face team, but as long as the characters themselves don't change, they just do what they do now, but to heels instead of faces.
Yeah, because I mean, Kofi and Xavier Woods just come across as people who are natural, obnoxious so-and-sos, isn't they? So
yeah, the fact that Kofi hadn't been healed before this is crazy. You watch the stuff on like Up, Down, Down. That guy is a proper bad guy. Like he's a heel through and through.
Yeah. Like even despite all the possible turn, all their backstage stuff, Rich Brennan and JoJo and stuff, has still stayed the same.
Yeah, this thing was probably at the moment probably the best thing to watch on Raw.
Probably. Well, when Kevin Owens isn't on Raw, I think that's probably the best thing to watch because that was pretty inexplicable why he wasn't there again after all the KO mania he's been putting on Twitter. The other thing, obviously, is kick-off to Raw the night after. Not a lot happened. Nothing newsworthy happened. I don't think.
About time something happened.
Obviously, there was a return which was touted. How low down on the list was Shane McMahon as the person who would be the guy?
It didn't cross my mind, honestly. He was probably the last person that I thought would turn up on Raw.
Yeah, I tweeted the morning after saying, "Is that the last? That is probably the last return that anyone could have ever expected. It might be the last big return of Attitude Era guys, anyway."
Yeah, because it was like a Lesnar type pop from a few years ago when he came back. It was.
I think for me that kind of probably bigger than Brock because people kind of knew that Brock was going to come back.
Yeah.
I always thought he was going to come back and interfere in Brock Cena, but Shane was just crazy.
He looks so much like Vince McMahon, it's unbelievable.
He does. Although his voice has got deeper. His voice has dropped a few.
Which way to go?
Yeah. So how much of that do you think was a shoot? Obviously, all the ratings and the injuries and stuff was, but do you think there's more behind him leaving than they made out in the past few years?
No, I
It's
wasn't great.
I don't know. I think it's quite strange that he's just not really been referenced much on Raw at all.
No.
I mean, to be fair, it could just be him wanting to distance himself from the wrestling industry for a while.
Yeah,
Once he did his stuff in China.
because the only time I've seen him, it's been at the Spectre premiere with Batista, and he turned up with when McElroy won one of his majors a few years ago.
Yeah, when Clark won as well.
Oh, was he? Oh, he must
Yeah.
be part of that management group then. Obviously, the main thing that came out of that was the match at Wrestlemania, which is set up. Does that make much sense to you, or is it all closing?
I don't think it makes sense at all, really. But who cares? It's Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. It's going to be awesome.
Diving off the Hell in a Cell.
I'm just hyped for the Mean Street Party to come back. So if I can get Pete Gas and Joey Abs at WrestleMania one more time.
One more time.
Yeah. So do you think that it will be Shane who wrestles then?
I think it will.
I think it will, but I think it'll be an absolute clusterfuck of a match, really. It's so I know it's Hell in a Cell, but I can just see so much outside interference. You got to protect both of them really in that environment.
Yeah, so a bit like Sting Triple H last year.
Yeah, Sting Triple H. Hopefully not as much as Brett versus Vince, but
no, that was half of Canada got involved in that match, right?
Yeah, if Shane McMahon's not wrestling, I do think it's probably John Cena maybe possibly there.
Yeah, because it doesn't make much sense for Taker to want to fight Shane, because obviously back in the day they were together, weren't they? If I remember rightly.
I think at some point, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't get the what the dynamic of the crowd's going to be. I mean, it's Taker in Texas, and it's Shane McMahon returning for his first match in however long, so it could be crazy.
Yeah. Do you think there's any way they get the scoreboard involved?
There's going to be something, but it's probably going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah. Also, as we mentioned before we come on, the other thing which was built up for Mania on Raw, well, set up, was Ambrose against Lesnar. How do you think that was set up? Ambrose is just crawling into the ring and getting his face trodden on and getting his head smashed through windscreens, and it's still 6 weeks to go.
Oh, there's a properly brutal shot of Lesnar just standing on his head as well, just as still. He pulls no punches at all.
No.
I think it's probably a good way to use Brock. I don't know how his booking situation is over the next 6 weeks in terms of whether he's on Raw or not. But if Ambrose is going to be taken out of capacity or something like that, it gives them a sort of excuse not to do much with Brock over that time if they've not got the dates booked.
Yeah, well, I think I read somewhere that he's going to do a few more SmackDowns to try and boost, and get people to watch that, because not many people do, I don't think, even less people watch Raw. I think also with those two, the no holds barred street fight and all that, that's perfect for them too, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Obviously, I thought it would be Bray Wyatt with how they built up Royal Rumble, but obviously they got other plans for him, which might be no appearance at the WrestleMania.
Well, he's going to be somewhere, but maybe they just try and build him up again, pretty low down the card or something. I don't know who they could give him at this point.
Surely all they can do now is give him Money in the Bank when that comes around, because he's dead, essentially. He's not won a big match in WWE other than when he beat D-Bry at the Rumble. Yeah. Anytime he goes up against a main event guy, he never ends up winning the feud or anything like that. So
no, it's because they give him prime spots. Obviously, they give him Cena in his first Taker, and they just don't seem to know what to do with him past the 6 or so program. Anything else that come out of Raw that you want to bring up?
But really, probably see the triple threat match possibly with Charlotte
Yeah, that is going to be triple threat, surely. Or do you think Brie will get back involved somehow and ruin it?
Nah, I think it'll be these three. Team
Yeah,
up three together, and then either be singles competition, Sasha versus Charlotte, or triple threat match.
yeah.
I
Do you
think
think the caravan?
I think that they've got to do something like maybe a beat the clock. Have they said how they're doing the? They're setting up.
No, I think it's just straight Sasha against Becky on Raw. I think that's what's coming out of SmackDown.
Maybe a double DQ, some kind of
Maybe
stupid
get
finish
even
there.
more involved.
She's involved just enough. So do you think we're seeing the last of Brie Bella then? Because obviously she said that she's probably going to retire this summer, and apart from promote Total Divas, there's not a lot else for her to do, is there?
Yeah, sister's injured, and she's not going to be featured much.
Yeah.
I think.
It is weird how probably when they come back, however many years, 3-4 years ago, when they come back, that Brie Bella was probably the better wrestler than Nikki. And Nikki now is probably.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing, wasn't it? I think as long as we never forget SummerSlam and that drop kick, Brie Bella will have served the wrestling industry well.
But yeah, and she's still doing. She wore the same boots that Daniel Bryan wore or something on Sunday. And it didn't really work for her because that was not very. It wasn't a barn burner. What do we make of? What's it going to do with AJ Styles between now and WrestleMania?
I think it'll be Kevin Owens.
Yeah, well, he seems to be. I think they've got a tag match again, him and Jericho on SmackDown.
Well, I guess my favourite tag team now, the social
That's just bizarre. I can't. Like, it's a perfect opportunity to turn Jericho heel again and have him go against even someone like Ryback, who's whatever he's doing right now. I don't mean getting told by Kane to leave the ring was a pretty cool moment on Raw. But yeah, so Grant, do you agree? KO v AJ?
I do hope so. It'd be nice if something that happened in the Rumble comes off and actually builds something for Mania. So fingers crossed.
Yeah. Do you see any?
I think putting him with a guy like KO is probably the best move as well. But however good AJ Styles is in the ring, he's not a great talker. So putting him with someone like Owens that can carry the feud on the mic, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, what did you make of the Ryback?
Oh my, I forget that.
Ryback putting in work as always.
I'm confused with this.
Working every day, and like certain guys that took the ball and ran home.
Was that the Big Show turn heel?
Yeah. Did you watch Did you watch him on Stone Cold?
No, I still got that to watch.
Yeah, I've seen it.
He's a properly nice bloke.
Matt turned heel on that. I thought he turned heel on that.
Like, it makes you kind of feel bad for all the stuff you said about him. But you watch him, he comes across a properly nice bloke, and he even says he's not very happy with how his run's gone in the company. He hasn't really done much, has he? Really, he's just been there more than anything.
No, I don't think you'd have guessed that a guy that size, when he debuted in WCW, would have had a 20-year career in the industry there.
No.
You just need to bring Great Khali back, start a feud.
Isn't he ill?
I just assume he's been ill for a while.
He's got injured. Bring the Punjabi MC back as well with him.
Doesn't he have like I'm pretty sure he has a wrestling school or something.
Yeah.
He did Underground season 1 for a bit. Davari.
Davari's a cool guy, actually. I like Davari. He's been quite good on the Cabana's podcast.
To be fair, there's only one Colt Cabana podcast I've listened to.
See, I listened to it before, like, I realised he was, like, that much of a douche with Punk. So, he used to have some pretty good interviews on there.
Yeah.
There's a really good Ambrose one on there.
Yeah, the one I mainly listen to is Jericho. Because when he actually let his guests talk, he's quite good. The one with Sasha Banks and New Day, 2 separate ones, absolutely, especially Sasha Banks. It's really weird for listen to the stories from when she used to be backstage with Snoop. Now she's sitting next to him, getting cool. Do you think anyone from NXT will be coming up before WrestleMania, or do you think that'll be
No.
the Monday night deal again?
I think it'll probably be Monday night. I think they're probably a little bit hesitant in terms of bringing people up after the Tyler Breeze fiasco.
Yeah, I mean he's already lost in the shuffle. I mean Neville got lost for a few weeks, but he's probably going to get another push with Kalisto again.
Yeah, with Neville, I think they still use him. Like he's on the shows, but Tyler Breeze is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, isn't it because he has to leave a show or something that Vince is?
Yeah, that's apparently what it is, but you never know, do you?
No.
I like Breeze. It would have been nice to have another actual character on the show rather than.
Yeah.
I mean, Kalisto's got a strap, but why do we care? Other than he flies around and has a mask.
Yeah, well, they're pushing him off that one move he did in the TLC match, isn't they?
Yeah.
That's all they're doing. That's the same they're doing. The Usos, they keep mentioning the Grammy Award that they won. They keep mentioning that.
No kidding. No kidding about Usos anymore.
Sorry?
I want to bring back the Ascensions. Where are they gone?
They're on Raw, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They disappeared completely. That's been another messy call up as well.
Yeah, I think with call ups now, everyone's. I think they reached their tipping point when they bought Sasha and that up, didn't they? Because obviously Sami Zayn and Itami were injured. Now they've got Nakamura coming in and
Austin Aries. Yeah. It's a stack. NXT is arguably more stacked than the main roster at the moment.
Yeah.
The thing is, some of them are probably going to end up on the main roster, and they're probably going to be, as you said, misused probably because I mean the roster is pretty loaded right now, and it's the same 4 or 5 people. I mean, Triple H is a champion in 2016, and you've got probably as stacked a roster you can have as they've had in like 10, 15 years. And
Triple H is the most over face in the company.
Yeah. Do you think anything will be added to that match at WrestleMania? I think Maltz have put something about there's a special ref going to be added to it.
Yeah, apparently they're soon desperate to get anyone to be a special ref.
It's going to be HBK, isn't it, surely.
Probably. They're not doing anything interesting with the main event, so they may as well keep it dull and give HBK a spot.
They might even Stone Cold.
Yeah, it might be. It's going to be a text, isn't it? So.
If they put HBK in there, how does Reigns end up a face at all in that?
No.
I think the idea of a turn for Reigns and maybe aligns with like Vince or something like that would be good. I know JR has spoken about that idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to be... Do you think that's going to be another one like the McMahon Taker match? They're just going to load up with stunts and just hope no one notices it's not very good? Or do you think
I don't see how it can go a 20-minute singles match or anything.
No, well, that was what they said. Well, no, obviously, I think probably a little bit less than 20, but it was the same with Lesnar and Reigns last year. No one really expected that, but I watched it last week, and it's an absolutely brutal match.
Yeah, it was a really good match even before the interference.
Yeah, that just tipped it over the edge. Anything else? I can't think of anything else. So the New Day going to defend the title against 2 of the League of Nations then, do you think? Or
I can just see a stupid multi-team match that they do every WrestleMania.
4-on-4.
Get the heel Dudley's involved, Usos involved, League of Nations.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of... The tag team division, since Kid and Cesaro got injured, has kind of fell by the wayside for those not named New Day, really, hasn't it? Because obviously in NXT you got Dash and Dawson, you got obviously Enzo and Cash, you got Jordan and Gable, who are just not skyrocketing up, it seems.
It just seems a bit crazy to have wasted Enzo and Cass not doing much with them.
Yeah, they're not even champions yet, which is shocking.
But they've been in NXT since it became NXT, haven't they?
Yeah.
the biggest faces are probably NXT in terms of tag team division.
Yeah.
Um,
I think what's got to happen with them is if they debut the night after Mania, they have to win the titles on Raw that night.
What like Paige?
Yeah.
Where's Paige gone anyway?
Injured, isn't she?
Yeah, I think so. What do you guys make of Barrett? Seemingly on his way out.
You can't really blame him. I mean, they've not done anything with him since they dropped the whole bad news thing where he got punished for getting over. So
Yeah. Well, I think David Shoemaker said on Cheap Heat that he thinks he might be another UFC convert or MMA convert because he
that'd be interesting.
Bare knuckler than he. So yeah, I think compared to Punk, I think that one would work because he is a fighter, and Punk's a wrestler.
Yeah, I think with Barrett as well, he's kind of struggled with the schedule. Like he's always worn down quite a lot. So something like UFC where he can just have his fight, leave.
He goes towards making a massive push, then he gets injured.
Yeah. How old is he? What, mid-30s?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe he'll keep champion of the year.
Yeah.
Drew Galloway versus Ray Barrett.
Yeah. So, what's general excitement levels currently for WrestleMania?
It all depends if I have the day off work the next day. Then you'll see how excited I can be. No, I think it should be a good card there, like having Shane and Taker on there. Brock versus Ambrose instead of Brock versus Bray. It makes up for it being Triple H versus Reigns in the main event.
Yeah, and as we said, we've still got the Divas match. Probably going to add AJ and Owens to it.
It's probably a Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, is Money in the Bank a pay-per-view again this year, or is it?
I think it is.
I've seen. Well, they've only got one title. That really shouldn't. They should really just put it at WrestleMania again, shouldn't they?
Maybe have the US title on the line as well at some point.
Yeah.
Pre-show.
Yeah.
Let's see what crazy thing they do with the Andre Battle Royal.
It's gonna be Strowman, isn't it?
No, I mean Ryback in his face again.
Could be good if they give it to Sandow this year, a full year after missing the boat.
Yeah, but he's off. I'm quite surprised he's not with the Social Outcasts. Sandow.
He's got to have done something to piss someone off big time.
Yeah. There's an interview with Miz just before WrestleMania where he says everyone's calling for Sandow to go on his own, but they will see that he needs him, kind of thing, and he's proven right pretty sharpish. Because he's kind of like gone up in my estimations a little bit because how he was with Jericho and AJ, he absolutely sold AJ Styles to people who didn't really know who he was those couple of weeks.
Yeah, Miz is pretty good. I think he's a useful guy to have on the roster in that position, sort of a an upper mid card enhancement guy.
Yeah, he is really good on the mic, which when you got Reigns at the top, there's not many people who are like him on the mic. I think at the minute with obviously Rollins is that injured, seen as injured or coming back or something. But yeah, so it is. He has definitely boosted his stock in my eyes last couple of weeks. Janae, what's your excitement levels like for Mania?
It's shaping up pretty good. I'm pretty excited with the cards going. Before Royal Rumble, forget about it. Well, Shane's on there, Taker, and you're probably going to have the Divas match. Probably the Rock's in the show at some point.
Yeah. Even before Sunday. I think I'm more looking forward to it now than I was before Sunday.
Yeah, I suppose when you look at it like that and think of it like that, Fastlane did its job, Raw did its job.
Yeah. I don't think that open segment of Raw is going to be bettered over the next few years either. It was half an hour and they just let them get on with it. There was no. It didn't seem to drag.
The best thing about Shane coming back was it meant that Steph didn't get to talk for that long.
It was weird. Did you find it weird that Triple H wasn't out there at all, or do you think he's going to be left separate from all that with the title?
Separate.
I'd like to think they leave him separate.
Yeah.
Because corporate Triple H is kind of NXT Triple H rather than
Yeah.
on Raw.
I mean, it's amazing now that there is actually two Triple H's, like the Corporate Kane and the Demon Kane. He actually has a different outfit for each. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think anything else? Lucha, what did you make of Puma Pentagon Jr. last week on Lucha?
I haven't watched it yet, so I can't give any hot takes.
Yeah, pretty good so far this season. Promo stuff backstage is absolutely ridiculous.
It's insane, absolutely insane. I kind of missed the boat on the first series, so I kind of binge watched it. Before I come back, it's just.
I was there from the start. Loyal.
You can't make a point.
It.
Yeah, it's an absolute fantastic match. It's not very long, obviously, but there's some spots in it. There's one spot which the noise it makes is unbelievable.
Is it up there with the Grave Consequences match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Grant spoke about this before, but the best thing about Lucha Underground is under an hour. You can actually watch it
like a normal TV show. It's great.
Yeah. And then with Raw, you watch it at fast forward in at least over 90 minutes. You never get off a full show Raw anymore.
No, I'm still one of those who stays up till 4, but it's getting stay up till 1 and then see how long I last.
The notion of staying up till 4 kills me off, man. I can't even do that on weekends now.
Alright, we'll try and do one of these again before or after WrestleMania.
What? I want after SmackDown.
Nah, I think Jamie will be doing a one-man SmackDown review, so tune in for that.
Well, Triple H is on it this week.
Is he?
Yeah. Oh yeah, did you see that Taker's on Raw next week?
Yeah,
I saw that. So do you think Shane's not going to be on Raw every week, is he?
Apparently he's relatively free over the next few weeks, so you never know.
Because he's based in New York now, isn't he? He's not based out in China.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cheers for doing this tonight. We'll try and do another one in a few weeks. Hopefully, Raw takes the ball and runs with it for a few more weeks.
Yeah, I think we get more clearer picture the next couple of weeks. I don't know what they're going to do with the Dudley boys. I don't know where that's going.
But I didn't understand why they weren't on Fastlane, because what happened last Monday when they put Usos through the table. Even if it's on the pre-show instead of Dario.
Yeah, I know where that's going.
No. Yeah. I think Dario will be gone after WrestleMania.
Yeah, the return just has not worked out. He does nothing for me.
Yeah, I don't understand why he came back anyway.
No, they probably offered him money to come back, and they needed someone legit to take the title off Cena, didn't they?
Just very weird. That partnership with what's his name?
Looks like he's about to burst all the time.
Is it me? He looked very tan last night, like even more.
Yeah, he does not look wow. I don't know if he looks really really healthy or really ill.
Just a quick one. It was crazy how orange Steph looked compared to Shane.
Yeah.
And Vince as well. Like they both looked terrible.
Yeah.
Shane with his tracksuit and trainers.
Strong look. I'll be rocking that tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
It should. I mean, if Cena isn't involved in the Taker match, do you think he'll be back?
I think he'll be involved in WrestleMania somehow. There's no way he's not involved.
I mean, like all of a sudden, how's The Rock involved now? Is he just
mixing? It's got to be something. Reigns, Triple H kind of thing.
Or it could be John Cena versus The Rock.
It can't. Well, he said he's not wrestling, isn't he? Because he's filming Baywatch and something else.
I know everyone's pushing for thrice in a lifetime, so.
Sell the t-shirts now.
The Rock and Baywatch t-shirt. Do it. Yeah, NXT should be fun as well. Before Dallas as well. The night before Takeover should be good as well.
Yeah, that card is stacked as well. It's Sami Zayn against Nakamura and tag match, and obviously Balor against Joe. It's
Then you
incredible.
got Daenerys versus Corbin. Then you're
Yeah, and Bailey against Asuka as well, who's legit.
gonna have probably Eva Marie versus and Nia Jax. Grant's favorite wrestler, Nia Jax.
I don't see any redeeming qualities there. She just seemed a nice lady there, so
You just
we'll
get
give her
Awesome
that.
Con. Do you know you can wrestle Awesome Con basically?
Yeah. Well, ain't she? There's rumours that she's coming back, isn't she?
Yeah.
Because she got kicked out of TNA. If you got kicked out of TNA, it's not.
Oh,
great.
didn't she beat Matt Hardy's wife?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
What, dude?
I mean, ain't his baby involved in their storyline over there?
Yeah, I believe so. I think the baby's like the number 3 face in TNA right now.
Yeah, that NXT card, the NXT last couple of weeks have been quite good. The Bailey Carmella match was pretty good.
Yeah, the NXT takeover pay-per-view is that.
It's ridiculous.
Obviously, Chad and Gable win the tag team titles.
Yeah,
Bailey was probably Oscar probably win the title, I reckon.
yeah. I think there'll be 3. I think Joe will beat Balor as well.
No, I think Balor will be there to SummerSlam. They'll probably just keep the title.
So how do you think they're going to introduce Bullet Club or Balor Club?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those two. They might be on the main roster though.
Then goes the Gallows and Anderson go straight up, are they?
Could do.
I can't see them doing that if Nakamura's had to go down to NXT. I know Gallows has worked there before, but
And that's going to be stacked. That's going to be stacked hard.
Is it a special or is it just
Yeah, it's a special back-to-back nights. I think it is.
nice? And the next one's probably going to be SummerSlam because it's at Brooklyn again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so we've got plenty to look forward to, plenty to talk about hopefully in 5 or 6 weeks.
excellent stuff. Cheers, boys.
Cheers for doing that.
Benjamin could be magic.
And actually, I'm off to GFW next week in Cov. Jeff Jarrett and Magnus and Mickey James are there.
Oh, so
Give us a first-hand take on that.
So
I'll
Jake,
try.
the best wrestler on the card.
Yeah, well, the Shelton Benjamin works from the but I don't think he's on the tour.
Oh, you should bring him back to WWE. I'm just watching the old stuff. I can't believe he had a feud with Triple H.
Yeah, he was wasted. He wasted it. He did.
Kind of crazy. He had the biggest feud. One of the biggest feuds was Triple H.
Yeah. When I went WWE first time, he was in IC champ, I think. And then about a year later, he was nowhere to be found. But yeah, right. Cheers for that, as I keep saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'll try and get Ollie back involved in the next one, and
I was going to bring him back. You just talk about CM Punk for about 1 hour.
yeah, but it might be relevant at WrestleMania. You never know.
No, he's not coming back.
We'll keep our fingers crossed that it's not.
Yeah.
Right, cheers. That's the first episode of What's the Grats. We might need a new name because I'm cooling off on it. To be fair, yeah. The second one will be either before or after WrestleMania. Hopefully Grant can get the day off. That'll be something we'll have to talk about if it's before.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt match at WrestleMania.
I come back from Amsterdam the day of WrestleMania, so I'll definitely need the day off.
Yeah. Cheers if anyone watches this on YouTube or managed to click the link on the Google. I'll see you in a few weeks.
Yeah.